They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marquise Bell. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. Following the interception, here's Prescott on the move to his left. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. A first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Williams. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 33.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Off the play fake, Prescott rolling to his right. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. Just pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott flushed out right. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
The kick by McManus is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's got some space here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't he? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him, it should open up things for you.
Now Jackson on first down. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On second and very short, Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards the pickup there.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A tackle made there by Caden Stearns. He finds his man complete. It's Cross. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Play action. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Ravens have moved out in front. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Prescott now. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On 1st and 10, Prescott eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. On 2nd and 9, Prescott buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. To throw is Prescott. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They go back to the ground with Williams. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now Prescott. Able to connect with Dotson. And he will have a Broncos first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So they potentially could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 10-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time. And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner. The kick by McManus is good, and that will do it for this first half. So it's on to halftime of this AFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd. Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes, because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The Broncos send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Taking it about the 16. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak. And have hit it hard, haven't we? And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Robbie Anderson. 72 yards. And the Ravens strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Tucker with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football. Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion. Open man Hamler, that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Williams. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third. Prescott now from the 50. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. That, folks, is a 94-yard punt return. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Prescott from the gun. Being chased out left. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's caught inside the 35. That one goes for 36 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams. 34 yards. And the Broncos have cut the lead back down to 2. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back 1, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. To throw is Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. This time, Jackson will throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Robbie Anderson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Dancing to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. A 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins, and able to work his way down to the 16. 62 yards rushing for him now to this point. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the first down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there. Kick it. Put it through the posts. Go up 2 scores.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Meanwhile, Dak's throw there, complete to Hamler. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here we go with Williams. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.